everyone, it's Angie and welcome to my channel, and thank you for joining me today as I chit chat with you and work on my diamond painting. I thought I was going to have it finished today. I really thought I was going to be able to do it, but alas, no. I don't have any diamond painting finishes to show you this week because I have been working exclusively on this diamond painting when I'm not crocheting. I've been crocheting quite a bit. So this is called Outside in the Morning Snow by Lizzie Falcon from Treasure Studios Art. And you can see I'm close. I'm getting there. I'm not too far out, and I am loving this. Now, I kind of wish I would have gotten it in a bigger size, but that's my fault for not. You know what I mean? It would have been a little less pixelated had I gotten it in the bigger size. But I'm happy with the way it's turning out, and it's the size that I wanted it to be. So I'm happy with it for the size. And I love TSA's mounted adhesive. They don't use poured glue. They use a mounted adhesive, and I love it. I know a lot of people don't. I don't know that a lot of people don't, but I know that some people don't care for it. Just like some people don't care for double-sided adhesive. I love mounted adhesive. It's very sticky, and there's nothing that I love more than a sticky canvas. Love a sticky canvas. So it is, you know, not super easy to move your drills if you place them incorrectly, but I'd rather have that than have drills coming off on my arm when I rest my arm there after I've already done a section. So there's a trade-off. There's a trade-off to everything in the world. So that's my trade-off there, and I am happy to accommodate it. I'm using my brand new pen from Jim's Handmade Pen Shop. Still loving it. It is the wood pen that's very light, and Not Your Mama's Mud in my multi-placer, glue dots in my single placer, micro dots. I didn't know, I always use micro dots. When I was in Texas, I stayed with my friend Cindy, and I had to borrow some glue dots from her. She uses mini dots, which are bigger than micro dots. So I think when I asked her for 2 or 3 of them, she was probably like, what? Why do you need so many? I didn't realize that they were bigger, but you can use any size glue dot. You just have to either, like with micro dots, I have to use 2 to 3. With the mini dots, you only need 1. So, you know, and even if you just use the regular size glue dots, I suppose you could always cut it, and that would be fine. So I still haven't done my nails. My nails look a wreck. Don't look at those. And, oh, they're filthy, too. Yuck. Sorry about that. They're working nails today. I got working nails. I did not sleep last night, so I might be a little bit loopy. And let me get some drills here, and then we'll start talking. I didn't sleep last night, and it was very ill-advised, but unavoidable. I didn't sleep last night, not because I didn't want to, but because I couldn't. The insomnia hit me again. Kathy, if you're watching, I did try the, oh no, that was, Kathy told me about the probiotics. Who was it that told me about the Z-Quil? I did try the Z-Quil. It didn't work. It did not help my insomnia. Kathy told me about a probiotic. That's right. So yeah, still struggling with the insomnia from time to time. It's not every night, and it hasn't been bad lately. I think, okay, in my family, we have this thing that we call event syndrome. And it's a real malady. I mean, it's real. And what event syndrome is, when you have something exciting coming up, you can't sleep, you can't eat, you get sick to your stomach, you get butterflies, you get nervous, you get stressed out, you get anxiety. And it's all because you've got an event coming up. And we call it event syndrome. And so I have event syndrome about today. I'm super excited about today. I am recording this pretty early in the morning because I wanted to get it out here to you guys because I am going to give you some information about the event that I'm going to be co-hosting with Kara, the principal painter, in the month of March that I would love for you all to participate in. And it's going to be really easy for you to participate. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit. But my event that I wanted to get this video out before I left for the day because I might not even be home tonight. What I am doing today is Mindy and I both live about an hour, I'm a little bit more than an hour away from a store called Michigan Fine Yarns, which is a very, very large fine yarn shop in Livonia, Michigan. And we got together a couple months ago and went to a local yarn shop near her, in her hometown. And we wanted to get together again, and Mindy pointed out this yarn store to me, and I said, well, let's go, let's do it. So we are going to go meet for lunch, and I was looking at maps, and I don't know the area, very well, and so I was just looking at the map to see what was around there, what was near that we could go to for lunch, and I found a Famous Dave's. So I'm not a huge fan of Famous Dave's or anything. I think I've only been there once in my life. And if you don't know what Famous Dave's is, it's like a barbecue place. But we're gonna meet there for lunch at 12, and then after we have lunch, we're going to go to the yarn store. And then there's also an IKEA near there, and Mindy has never been to an IKEA, so I suggested that we stop and check out the IKEA as well, because I'm looking for something in particular from IKEA. I would like to find, or try to find some, I got my hand stuck in my glue. Don't do that. Do what I say, not what I do, right? Classic mother talk. I want to go to IKEA because I'm hoping that I can get some ideas for some yarn storage solutions for my craft room, because yarn is overtaking my life, and especially after we go to this yarn store today. I don't know if any of you watch my yarn video that I do on Tuesdays, but as I mentioned on Tuesday, I'm going to be doing some damage today at the yarn store. I'm super excited. They sell Noro yarn, and I've been wanting to get my hands on some, but I want to touch it first. I don't want to order it online if I'm going to spend that kind of money. I want to feel it and touch it and make sure I really like it, because Noro is not cheap. And so I plan on buying me some yarn today. So I'm going to be getting even more yarn, and I need some place to put it because what I've got going on is just not working. And I know I've talked to you guys before. You're probably sick of me talking about how disorganized my craft room is, and I still haven't done anything about it, but that's because I don't have anywhere to put everything. So I'm hoping to get some ideas, at least if I don't purchase anything at IKEA, at least get some ideas for some storage solutions for my yarn and my other craft supplies that are just devouring my craft room. So I'm excited about that, but mostly I'm excited about the yarn store and catching up with Mindy because, we talk from time to time, but I haven't seen her since we went on our last little outing. And we had a really nice time visiting and chatting and getting to know each other better. So I'm really looking forward to that part of it too. I'm alone a lot, so the chance to get out and talk to someone who has the same interests and hang out with somebody who has the same interests are few and far between. So I'm really looking forward to it. So I think that's why I couldn't sleep, because I was just too excited thinking about the day and, being excited about that. In addition to that, Maddie works in Southfield. She lives in Detroit, but she works in Southfield, which is a suburb of Detroit, and so is Livonia. And where she works is only about 15 minutes or so from where the yarn store and the IKEA are. So I am going to, after Mindy and I are finished, and after Maddie gets out of work, I'm going to meet up with Maddie, and we are going to go grab some dinner somewhere. We might go to a scrapbook store. I'm not into scrapbooking, but she has recently got into not so much scrapbooking, but she's been doing junk journaling. I don't know if you were at our last live, but she showed some of the work she had recently done on her junk journal. And so she's still really into that. We might check out a scrapbook store near there and go get some dinner. And I may, just because I'm probably going to be so tired by that point, I may just spend the night at her house and drive home tomorrow morning. So I was just, excited about the day ahead that I've got and couldn't sleep. So I worked on my diamond painting. I worked on my blanket a little bit. And, played some Wordle. What do you guys think of Wordle? I'm loving it. For the first time yesterday, I didn't get the word. That was the very first time that since I've only been playing it for about, I don't know, a month. But yesterday was the first day that I didn't get the word in 7 guesses. And it was really foolish because I knew what the first, second, and fourth letter were. And then I put the wrong letter in for the second letter. Like my mind totally blanked. So I ruined a guess by doing that. I was really mad at myself. But is anybody else out there playing Wordle? I know a lot of people do. I really, my mother-in-law, I showed it to her and she was like, oh, I couldn't do that. You only get 1 word a day? No way. I want to have 100 words a day. She's like, I want to play it all day. I don't want to just be able to play it once a day and that's it. So and that is a little, I think to me though, that's a good thing because I don't want to end up spending all my time doing something like that. So for me, it's a good thing that you only get 1 word a day. And I don't know, that aspect of it is actually kind of appealing to me. So I didn't get my Wordle word yesterday, and I'm not going to tell, it's over. Yesterday's over, so you won't care what it was. What was it? What was the word? It was trove. Trove. Yep. I didn't get it. Did not get it. So what else? Oh, I'm excited for my day. Couldn't sleep, excited for my day. So what have we had going on this past week? This week we had actually on Tuesday evening, Nate had a band concert. Now Nate has been in band at middle school. This is his 2nd year in band, but last year which would have been his very first year in band, first year playing any sort of a musical instrument, obviously didn't know how to read music or anything. They started the year out virtual, so he didn't have any in-class instruction, and he started band. So I was kind of like, how in the world is that going to work? You know what I mean? How are you going to teach these kids virtually in all these different instruments and not have them, there physically to assist them? And I was, kind of concerned about it. And so last year, obviously, we didn't have any concerts or performances. So we didn't get to see any, progress or gauge any progress or see how, what they were up to. So this year they had a Christmas concert and it was good. It was, I was impressed. They did a good job. Well, this Tuesday they had a winter concert. And oh my gosh, I could not believe the difference in the skill level that those kids had advanced to even since Christmas. They sounded so good. And I'm not just saying this because I'm his mother. I don't know if my kid particularly sounded good because it's a band and you can't really pick out one instrument over any other. So maybe my kid might have sucked. I don't know. But the band for a 2nd year band, they sounded amazing, especially when they oh my goodness, that's Nate's alarm going off and I don't know how to turn it off. I hope we don't have to listen to that too long. I hope you guys can't hear that. I'm going to shut my door real quick and hopefully, I'm going to shut both doors and hopefully drown out the noise. I'm sorry. Hold on for just 1 second. Sorry about that. Sometimes he forgets to turn his alarm off when he leaves for school, and it alarms, and I don't know how to stop it, and it'll keep going for days. Oh goodness, that kid, I tell you. And I can hear it out all the way out. It's in his back gaming room, and I can hear it all the way out in the living room when I'm home alone with the doors open. So, anyway, so yeah, they sounded fantastic. And it was especially evident because there's a 6th grade band and a 7th grade band. And and an 8th grade band. But the 8th grade band didn't perform. It was just the 6th grade and 7th grade bands that performed. And they had the 6th grade band perform first. So those are the kids that just started this year. And they did a great job. I mean, they sounded really good. But then when you heard the 2nd year band, which is what Nate is in, play right after they were done, it was like, oh my goodness, what a difference a year makes in instruction and practice. They played marches, like school fight song type marches, and it was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So we had that on Tuesday, and I got out of the house. Woohoo! Managed to get out of the house. And so I'm getting out of the house twice this week. That's huge for me. That's big time. That's big time. So we have, I hope that you guys will all be around on Saturday. Maddie is definitely coming home on Saturday, and we will be making moonshine during the day Saturday. We'll film that and put up a video of us making the moonshine whenever we do it during the day. And then we will be going live Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, and then we'll be trying the moonshine and seeing how we did. Now, I don't know how many of you know anything about moonshine, but back in the olden days when they did home distilled moonshine, I guess people could go blind from it. And I don't know what the circumstances were, if it was like moldy corn that they used in the mash, or I don't know. Something went awry, and when something went awry, sometimes people would apparently go blind from drinking this bad moonshine. So we were talking about it the other night, and Maddie's like, Mom, I'm scared to drink it. What if I go blind? I'm like, Maddie, we're not distilling the alcohol. We're just making it a flavor, She's like, oh, okay. She thought we were going to have, grain and sugar, and I guess she thought we were brewing up some shine the old-fashioned way in a wooden or a brass tub or copper tub or whatever they use. No. Did you guys ever watch that show, Moonshiners? I loved that show. You know who I loved on that show? Tickle. Tickle was my favorite. I don't even know if that show's still on, but I used to love that show. Tickle was my favorite dude. I thought that he was just a hoot. Seemed like he was always drunk. Seemed like he sampled a lot of product. It sure did seem like he was always drinking. But yeah, so I hope you guys will come join us on Saturday night, and we will have some moonshine, have some diamond painting, and just chat and talk about the world, talk about life, talk about things, talk about whatever comes up. It's always fun when Maddie's around. I think everybody will agree we have a much better time when Maddie's here than when I'm on my own. I'm just not as fun as Maddie. And I think you guys like her too. At least I hope you do. So, yeah, so that's going on Saturday. And then we might as well talk about the event. So I was approached by Kara, the principal painter, and well, actually, we were talking at the retreat, and we were talking about doing a collab together, and we both decided that that would be fun and that we should do that. And so we said, okay, we'll put our thinking caps on and we'll, come up with something and we'll get together and do that. Well, then Robin from Distracted by Diamonds approached Kara and wanted her to help promote the new diamond coloring line that Distracted by Diamonds is going to be launching. And Kara thought it would be a good idea, and I agreed, if we used that as a basis for our collab. And so we worked out some details and we decided that that's what we were going to do. So here's what you need to do to participate. There are going to be 2 ways to win prizes. We will be doing weekly WIP and Chats in the month of March, and you will be eligible to win one of our weekly prizes. I'll be doing 2 weeks. Kara will be doing 2 weeks. She will do her WIP and Chats on Wednesdays. I'll obviously do mine on Thursdays. Make sure that you're subscribed to Kara's channel, The Principal Painter, and we'll be giving out prizes based on those WIP and Chats. Then, in order to be eligible for the grand prize, which we are going to be sponsored by Distracted by Diamonds, in order to be eligible for the grand prize, you will need to post pictures on Instagram using the hashtag DBD Diamond Coloring 2022. DBD Diamond Coloring 2022. And what you will need to show in that picture is either, and these are the requirements for participating in the event, is you either need to be working on a Distracted by Diamonds diamond painting, or if you're already participating in other events and you don't want to have another WIP going, which is totally understandable, and especially since we came up with this at the very last minute, you can also use any diamond painting as long as your picture shows either a bar or a tin of patty wax. So whether you have regular scented patty wax super sticky, make sure that that is in your photo that you post to Instagram along with your diamond painting work in progress, no matter what it is. So any diamond painting that you're doing will qualify for the giveaway, as long as when you photograph it, you photograph it with your patty wax product. So that's easy enough, right? Right. Yeah. So I'll be announcing my prize on the first Thursday in March, which will be March 4th, I believe. Don't quote me on that. The first Thursday in March, I'll be announcing my giveaway. And then the following Thursday, I will be awarding that prize. Kara will be announcing her prize on the second Wednesday of March, and then giving hers away on the following Wednesday. And then on that very next day, Thursday, I'll be announcing my prize for the following week. So that we're either announcing or giving away a prize every week. There's going to be a prize every week. We're alternating who gives it away. You got it. It's not, I'm making it more difficult than it needs to be, clearly. But yeah, so I hope that everybody will be able to participate. We've got some great prizes, and it's going to be just a lot of fun. And what we're going to be doing during this month that hopefully you guys will find interesting and you'll be able to see it kind of come to life is Kara did unbox this on her channel, so if you haven't seen that unboxing, go on over and check it out. It is diamond coloring. So what you're going to get is a canvas that looks like a coloring page. It's sticky, it has symbols on it. The only symbols that are marked are the outline symbols, which you'll do in black, just like the outline in a coloring book would be. And then the rest of the symbols are marked with a question mark because you can use any color diamonds that you have in your stash to fill out the coloring page. So it's a really cool way to make a diamond painting your own, as well as find a good use for all those drills you've got in your stash that you, every time you kit down, you're thinking, why the hell am I keeping these? Because I know that's what I think. Every time I'm kitting down and I really want my storage to become available for something else, I'm thinking to myself, this is taking so much extra time. Why am I doing this? Well, here's a good reason. So if you are to get one of these canvases, they're not available for purchase yet. They're just kind of in the prototype phase. But Kara and I are each going to have one, and we're both going to work on it. And the fun thing that we're going to do is neither one of us are going to watch each other's WIP and Chats during this month. So neither one of us are going to know what the other one is doing to their canvas. And I've got some ideas. I've got some special plans. And I'll share them with you guys, but not today. I'll share them with you guys next week when I start it. Will that be next week already? Will March be here already next week? I think it will. Boy, time is just slipping away from me. I think there's a song that goes like that by the Rolling Stones. I won't sing for you today. Nobody wants to hear that. But anyway, we're not going to see what each other are doing. And then when we do the final prize giveaway, which will be based on those Instagram posts and will take place on March 28th, which is a Monday, and it'll take place over on Kara's channel, The Principal Painter. She will, in her live, that's when we will award the grand prize. So that is when we will show each other what we did with our canvases and, kind of compare and maybe be a little bit competitive and, maybe have people judge us and see who did a better job. No, we won't do that. Well, maybe we will. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how spicy I feel that day. Maybe I'll feel spicy that day and I'll be ready for a fight. No, I'm kidding. I could never fight with Kara. She's too sweet. But so it's going to be fun. It should be a fun month. I'm really looking forward to it. I think all of you know, if you know me, you know that I'm not the most creative soul on the planet. I mean, I can copy anything, but when it comes to originality and creativity, I feel like I'm severely lacking. So I think that this is going to be a real test for me. I'm actually feeling a little bit intimidated by it because I don't feel as if I'm creative. So this is going to be a big test for me to see if I can actually get out of my comfort zone a little bit and do something a little bit creative. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. It could be a major catastrophe, but let's hope not. Let's hope I can persevere and end up with something pretty. That's all I care about, really. That's all I care about, is that I end up with something that I'm not embarrassed to show everybody when I'm done. I might be picking those drills off and putting new ones back down like nobody's business. I don't know. So, that's it. I think that that's everything I have to say about that. I don't think there's anything that I left unanswered or unaddressed. if you still have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me in the comments or even by email. My email address is always in the About tab of my channel. And you're most certainly welcome to contact Kara as well. She probably knows more than I do, especially about the product itself. And so, yeah, if you have any other questions or anything I didn't talk about that I should have, just let me or her know, and we will answer those questions for you. And that's that. That's all I've got to say about that in the immortal words of Forrest Gump. Speaking of Forrest Gump, I just rewatched that movie the other day, and could you ever get tired of Forrest Gump? I mean, is there ever such a thing of watching Forrest Gump too many times? I don't think I could count the number of times I've ever seen that movie, and I still love it to this day. Still love it. In fact, when Nate and I went to Gatlinburg one year, we went out to dinner one night at a Bubba Gump Shrimp Company restaurant. And the waitress, it's a gimmicky thing that they do, but it's cute. And Nate was little and he thought it was adorable. I mean, he had a blast with it. The waitress did Forrest Gump trivia. And I got every question right. She could not stump me. She could not stump me with the Forrest Gump trivia. Nate was even like, "Wow, Mom, you know a lot about Forrest Gump." Yeah, I've watched it a couple of times. Just a couple. I have lots of movies like that. Dances with Wolves is another one with Kevin Costner. I must have seen that movie 5,000 times and I could watch it 5,000 more. It's just a beautiful movie. That and, another one that I love, Legends of the Fall. That's a great movie too. With Brad Pitt. I'm not usually a huge Brad Pitt fan. I don't go gaga over him like some people do. I think he's a decent actor and everything, but I don't think he's like, God's gift or anything. But I really love that movie. That's such a great movie. And it's so nice and long. You can totally veg out to it for a while. Which is another bonus when you're looking for something to watch. So I started watching, I just recently got Discovery Plus on my streaming. So I've been watching lots of Discovery Channel shows. And, some of them are just exploitive, I feel like some of them are just taking people who are down and out and at their worst and at their lowest and making entertainment out of it. And I feel terrible for the people involved, because I feel like a lot of times they just don't know any better than to let that filming be a part of their lives. I don't want to give any specific examples because I don't want to cause any controversy if, you feel differently. But I just feel like some of the shows exploit people that are vulnerable and, having a really difficult time in life, and we're using it for entertainment value. I mean, it might be a program that was intended to be educational in some way, but the way it's presented is so exploitive. I don't know. That's my general feeling. Right now the one I'm watching right now is not the case. I'm watching Gold Rush, and I love that show. That's such a good show. I watched it years and years ago, but I haven't caught up with it in a number of seasons. And wow, I don't know if you've ever watched it, but to watch that Parker grow up is something crazy. Parker is a kid his father owned a gold mining business. And no, not his father, his grandfather. And he inherited it or started working for his grandfather when he was very young. and his grandfather tragically, well, not, I mean, he was an old man, but he passed away, and that was very tough for Parker. But so when I was watching the show, Parker was like 17, 18 years old, just this kid learning about the business. And now he's this 26-year-old who owns the business and has grown it and expanded it like exponentially. And it's just crazy to see, you know, how he grew into a man, to me, overnight, because it had been so long since I had watched it. It was really, really kind of cool to catch up. It was like seeing an old friend that you hadn't seen for 20 years, you know, or actually like seeing a friend's kid that you hadn't seen for years, and all of a sudden they're this adult, and last time you saw them they were a baby. So that's been fun. That one has been a good time. I've enjoyed that. Got into Sister Wives for a little while, but then I kind of had enough of that. They were arguing all the time, and you know, I don't deal with arguing in my own marriage. I'm certainly not going to listen to arguing for entertainment value. So as soon as the arguing became so overly intrusive as a part of the show, I kind of gave that one up. And that's another one, I suppose, that could be deemed as something that's a little bit exploitive to somebody who's at, you know, who's vulnerable. But then again, they did put themselves out there. The ones I'm talking about are like intervention, because those people aren't really in their own, they're kind of incapacitated, not really able to make decisions for themselves, wise decisions for themselves, and agree to be on this show when maybe they're not in the state of mind. You know, maybe if they were in a clear-headed state of mind, they wouldn't want to expose themselves like that. Those kind of shows are the ones I'm talking about that are, I think, a little bit exploitive. But Sister Wives, I mean, they did sign up for it. They're, you know, willing adults. So, kind of hard to feel bad for them, in my opinion. But, you know, I like the idea of a sister wife. I'm not against it. And some of you guys are going to think I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy. I don't mind the idea of a sister wife. I like the idea of having, you know, the working wife and the cooking wife and the cleaning wife and, you know, the husbandly duty wife. If I was in a sister wife scenario, I would be the crafting wife. That would be my job, just craft. I would make clothes for the kids and, you know, stuff like that. But I would just be the crafter. How do you think that'd go over? I don't think that would go over really, really well. Basically, what I'm saying is I want another woman to come in and do all the dirty work, and so I can just concentrate on, you know, my own selfish pursuits. Wouldn't everybody love that? I don't know. But honestly, I don't know. I think I could seriously handle a sister wife thing. I really do. I don't know. I mean, other than, I don't know, maybe not. I take it back. I take it back. The convenient sake idea of it sounds all well and good, but yes, there would be jealousy, and yeah, it wouldn't be good. If I think about it practically, it wouldn't work. Don't hate me. I take it back. So yeah, that was the one I was watching for a little while. And then, let's see, what else have I been watching? I have been watching 90 Day Fiancé. That's another one that's, woo! That one is out there, isn't it? That one is just a little bit out there for me. But I like it. It's a train wreck, and I love it. I do. I really enjoyed the season I just watched was where they all kind of came back together and watched the episodes or watched excerpts from the episodes and read comments from viewers, like Twitter posts and stuff, or tweets, I guess is what the proper verbiage would be. And that was really cute. It was, I don't know, I enjoyed that one. Some of those people, though, you love and you feel sorry for and you are really, really rooting for. And some of those people you just really love to hate. And I guess if you guys don't watch any of these shows, you're probably bored out of your gourd right now thinking, what the hell is she talking about? Why don't she talk about something different? All right, fine, I will. Gosh, don't yell at me. So let's talk about diamond painting. I am super excited. I just ordered last night and I'm anxious to see how quickly it'll ship. Because on their website it says that I should get it in 3 to 5 days. And I wonder about that. But we'll see, we'll see. I ordered a diamond painting from a new company that offers licensed or public domain images. And the name of it is Diamond Painting Shop. And shop is spelled SHOPPE. And they're a company based in Florida. They do have stock merchandise that ships from the United States. And I was very pleasantly surprised. And I'm going to go back and order something else from them because, first of all, what I did is I went in and I created an account. And then I signed up for their mailing list. And then I ordered my diamond painting. So afterwards, when I went to my email, check my email later, and I didn't go to check my email for my confirmation or anything, but in my mailbox were some emails from Diamond Painting Shop. And it said, I had 3 of them, each titled the same thing, but 3 separate emails that said, please accept this small gift. And I'm thinking, okay, what gift? So I opened the emails. I had received for opening an account, placing an order, and signing up for their mailing list, a total of $25 in store credit. Seriously? That's like half of a diamond painting. Now, their diamond paintings are pricey because they are licensed, and we'll see what the quality is like when they get here. I am going to wait and see what the quality is like on this one kit that I did get before I go ahead and order another one right away and use that in-store coupon. But I thought that was a heck of a deal. So if you're thinking about purchasing from them, if you've never heard of them, and they license artists like Hannah Lynn, Dominic Davison, they do have some bigger name artists that they license. If you're thinking about ordering from them, make sure that you go in and set up an account first and sign up for their mailing list, and then check your email, and then you could use that. I didn't do that. I didn't know about it. But then you could use those, at least $15 of that coupon on your first order, I believe. I mean, that's the way I understood it. So, you might want to check them out. Or you can wait and see. I mean, you might have seen somebody else unbox them already. But I just thought I'd throw that out there because who doesn't like to save a little bit of money? Especially when you can get, licensed artwork or public domain artwork. And what I got is in the public domain. It's an old master's piece. And I'm really excited to see it. It's a huge size, but I'm really excited to see it. It's going to be beautiful. And they do have kits that have crystals and ABs, so I'm excited to see that as well, to see how they've charted that and what that's going to look like. So that should be interesting. So hopefully that'll be here, by the beginning of next week. I'll be able to show you guys that. I also do still have a Diamond Art Club here that I haven't unboxed that I need to show you. And then I also have a few budget-friendly diamond painting company orders that I still have yet to unbox to show you as well. So I do need to get those videos done and out there for you. What else do I have in the works? Maddie and I are still working out the details for our Magical Mystical May event, but we're still at this point planning on doing that. And also I am going to be actually doing 2 events in May, so keep your ears open for information about the other event that I'm going to be co-hosting in May. So I'm going to be a busy lady. I'm looking forward to April, because in April I'll get to do my bird diamond painting that I just got from Treasure Studios Art. I will be done with this one very, very soon, and I'm not sure what I'm going to work on. I should like not start something new and just keep working on stuff that I already have kitted up. And I'll try to stick to that, but I'm not going to make any promises, because last time I made a promise, it was the hardest thing I ever did in my life. To have to try to keep that promise, to not start anything new, it was like I was chomping at the bit to kit something up. You guys who know me know how hard it was for me. It was terrible. It was awful, awful, awful. Yep, I'll never do that again. I'll never impose those kind of crafty sanctions on myself ever again, because I did not like it. Oh, I have another thing, and you know, I'm going to ask this question again on Tuesday when I do my yarn talk, but I'm going to ask it to you guys too. Does anyone out there have a pattern or know of a pattern? I can't find one that I like, and I've done a fair bit of searching. I haven't done an exhaustive search, but I've done a fair bit of searching. I am looking for a pattern for a poncho that has sleeves. I would like a sleeved poncho, and I'd like it to be somewhat lacy, so not a chunky, heavy poncho, but a lacy, light poncho with sleeves. If anybody is aware of such a pattern, I would appreciate it if you would let me know in the comments where I could find it, because I really, really want to make one. And I have just the yarn for it, and the yarn is just begging to be used for it. I'm also going to be, yeah. I just thought of another diamond painting I want to start, but I won't. I really want to start that one for my dad. The one with the train that I unboxed on my last live. What is it called? Apple Express? Is that what it's called? Apple Express from Diamond Art Club? I think so. Yeah, really want to start that diamond painting, but it's such a huge one. It's going to take me so long to do it. I still have Evening Melody, you know, that isn't finished from January. I really should, and I just started Majestic Ship, which I unboxed last week. I really need to work on cleaning some of this stuff up. I just keep buying new storage containers rather than finishing diamond paintings, and that's taking away valuable money from my crafting budget that I could be spending on, you know, diamond paintings and yarn, and wasting it on storage just so I can kit up new diamond paintings. I should really be spending my time finishing the suckers instead of kitting up something new. But hey, you only live once, right? Right. Oh, you know what else I wanted to tell you about this diamond painting? The one I'm working on. I don't know if you remember when I unboxed it, but I was talking about, there was a color that when I was looking at the colors, it was like a pink color. And I was like, where does that go? That doesn't seem like it would go. So I looked at the symbol, and it looked as if the symbol had it around here surrounding the lantern. And I thought, okay, well, maybe, you know, it shows the glow of the lantern or whatever. Well, I took a little bit deeper of a look at it, and no, they had sent me the wrong drills. They sent me 3609 and I needed 3809, which is this dark turquoise color. I have to tell you, I contacted Treasure Studios Art. Rachel, the owner, contacted me back within minutes of me sending the email. And within only a few days, I had the replacement drills. So I just like to highlight when somebody has good customer service, because I mean, I don't mind an honest mistake. Mistakes happen all the time. We're all only human. But it was rectified so quickly and so nicely that I didn't mind a bit. It was a pleasant experience. Oh, I know what else I've got coming. I'm so excited. Last night, my Die Moon Shop order shipped out. Finally, I ordered it on January 2nd, and it shipped out yesterday. So I'm super excited to show you guys that when it gets here. That might be the next diamond painting I start, because I really do like their canvases and their drills. I really enjoy Die Moon Shop's renderings and everything about their kits. And so that one, depending on what it, I think I'm going to love it. I watched the reverse unboxing video on their digest roll call thing that they put up on YouTube, and it looked awesome. It looked really good. So it might be the next one that I start. And it's a round. And I've been loving rounds lately. Except for that brief moment where I felt like a square. But pretty much I've been loving doing rounds. So yeah, so that's the other thing I've got going. And other than that, I don't have too much to share with you. So I'm not going to keep you and just keep blah, blah, blahing about nothing. I've been blah, blah, blahing about nothing for an hour. So I'm going to let you get back to your important life, because I have got to go. I've got to go get in the shower, and I'm trying to decide what I should wear. I go out of the house so infrequently that I'm like, what should I wear? I'm going somewhere. I'm going somewhere fun. I'm going somewhere to see people. What do I wear? So that's going to be, and I want to wear something handmade, because, you know, after all, I'm going to the yarn store. I'll probably wear my pink sweater. But I was wishing I had a new sweater to wear, but alas, I didn't finish one. That's okay. I'll wear the pink sweater. So I got to get in the shower and get ready to go. I want to take off here in about an hour. So by the time my hair dries and all that happy horse ducky, it'll probably be about that time. So I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. And it was a pleasure, as always, chatting with you. I hope to see you all on Saturday. I hope that you will all be able to join in the fun. And I hope that everybody will be able to participate in the event starting March 1st. So remember that hashtag is DPD Diamond Coloring 2022. And that's the hashtag that you'll use. And you can use that starting March 1st to show your work in progress, as long as it is either a Distracted by Diamonds kit or has a tin or a bar of patty wax in the picture. All right, that's it. I'm out of here. I'm going to go have fun. I'll see you guys later. Talk to you soon. Bye.